It's me, Deshae Carter, back for another beautifully imbalanced episode. I don't know. I'm feeling a little like down. I know lately I've been having a lot of thoughts about what's next for me and um, setting things up for me to head in the direction I want to head in. And so I've been stalling a little bit with this episode, but I'm here and I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for you, and I'm here. Okay, I got my sweater on. Love you first. I'm keeping that in mind. I'm keeping that going. This is my brand, by the way. Carter Love. I do have a clothing brand centered around self-love. It has all of the sayings that have helped me on my journey from when I very first started to now. Like, so what was that, like 2018 to now? And there's so many of them. I'm not even done. Okay. I have some designs that I have not put out yet. So make sure you check out my website. Um, and if you have any questions about any collections, let me know, because I have a story. There's a story behind all of them. And the crazy thing is they follow me. Like, I Love You First is one of my newest ones. But I have what is it? I'm Not For Everyone. It started with people pleasing, but now it's like my way of like releasing. As you grow, you start to prune people out of your lives, or this their season is up, or your season is up in their life, or whatever. And it just kind of helps you. So I will dive deeper into that when I wear each one. I'll dive into those, but right now, the focus is loving me first, putting my dreams first, staying committed to myself, staying totally committed to myself. So I'm rocking the Love You First sweater today. Yeah. Also, I do have discount codes and more details about each collection, and behind the scenes, and daily affirmations, and all that good stuff is all on my Patreon account. So that will be somewhere on this screen. So that's something if you like what you hear on this podcast and you want to be a part of my community, and you want those daily affirmations, and you want the audio affirmations, and you want to I write poetry based off what I'm going through, and I like what I heal through, and just there's so much on there. There's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. It's like my healing process is all on there. So go ahead and tap into that. There's a free subscription all the way, and then there's 3 paid subscriptions. So have fun with that. I also spoke with a friend of mine after my last video. I felt a little bad. I felt like I was giving you guys something, but I wasn't giving you all the tools to work through it. So today's podcast is going to be about coping skills. And I had wrote down so many coping skills that I use. And then I said, okay, no, Deshae, they need coping skills that they can do on the spot. So on the go coping skills is what you need. I will share all of my coping skills and all of my, forms of therapy, but you need something you can use right away. Something like if you're at work and you get triggered, or if you're at a casting call and you get triggered, like wherever you are, you can get through it. And so that's what today is about. But I have a friend, remember I said I have 5 people that I can lean on, that they're not only are they older than me, but they are very wise. And I feel like I feel like wisdom does not come with age. That's something that you get. Some people have a spiritual connection and they get words fed to them, and they're intellectually smart, and like there's all these things. This is a woman, and she speaks so powerfully, and she actually helps people for a living. And so her name, number, and email will be on the screen right here. She is someone that you can reach out to for a call if you need someone to talk to, if you're triggered, if you need to work through some things. I've come to her for many things, you know, and sometimes when I've come to her when I was having a bad, she already knew what was up. And so she's helped me with my self-love. She's helped me with relationships. So she's good, y'all. It's another tool you can use because I know a lot of people are not um they're not fond of therapy. I always get a lot of little smart remarks. But I'm cool with it because what works for you may not work for me and vice versa. I love therapy, by the way. So I'm a therapist advocate. But some people are not good with traditional therapy. They would not prefer it. This is a more laid back approach. But don't get me wrong, the credentials are there, the talent is there, the gift is there, but it's not going to be like your traditional form of therapy that most people don't like. Um, I'm saying most people based off the people that I've known and connected with. I have no statistics on this, but a lot of the people that I connect with, they do have some friction with traditional talk therapy. And so I want to make sure that you guys have those tools because like I said, I do the work. I do, but I also have a therapist. And then I just started with acupuncture. And so I have all these other tools. I have so many tools that I've used to get me to this point. And so I want to make sure that you guys have what you need to get you where you need to go. Because I don't have credentials right now. I know what I know from my experience, and right now, the stuff that I'm learning in school is stuff that I don't want to say I already knew, and I'll be all cocky or whatever. But there's very few things that I've learned recently in my almost year of school that I didn't already know from my own studying or my own experience or like past classes. So I want to make sure that you guys have that tool available to you because that is my goal. My goal is for me to help reconnect people with their self love and their healing, and to remind you guys that it is possible and that you are worthy of healing and you are worthy of love. And just it's the main thing though is that it's possible. Like I feel like trauma and like the world and like all these things try to come against us and make us feel like it's not possible, but honey, it is. So let's get into it before these kids come interrupt me or whatever. um so coping skills on the go. Wait a minute, I forgot to say this. I have to say it because I'm not gonna say it later on. Make sure you like this video and subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get notified every time I post a video. All right, now let's get into it. Coping skills on the go. All right, so breathing. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm not a fan of breathing. I always feel like I don't know what it is, but breathing is really good when you do it consistently. Breathing, counting. I think I prefer counting over breathing. Um, but I like to do a combo. I do like the combo. So the 1, 2. Make sure you're extending that belly when you breathe in. But there's all these different little exercises too that you can find. Like on Instagram, they have one, and you follow the ball. When the ball goes up, you breathe in. You hold it as long as the ball is up there. When the ball goes down, you breathe out, and you take your time breathing out until the ball goes all the way to the bottom. So there's a lot of different things out there that can help you with breathing, or you can just breathe and count like I do. Breathing is one that I tap into when I feel very overwhelmed. Um, it really is, especially like when I'm overwhelmed or when I'm triggered and I'm working with my kids. I don't have time to step away because they're not going to let me. They're going to follow me. So then I'm just going to get even more agitated. So I start to breathe. When I worked with kids, and they would get overwhelmed, sometimes they didn't want to use their coping skills. And so I would start them so that I wouldn't go overwhelmed, but also I would start them so then they would start them. So when I started breathing and counting, they would start breathing and counting. So it was like a model thing. So it was helping them and me, honey. So breathing is a big one. There's so much power in breathing that I have not even tapped into. There's literally a whole book about it. And I need to. And my therapist sends me stuff like there's this one where you go like this and you breathe in one nostril, but you plug this and you breathe out the other one. And there's also the one that helps me the most is the one where you go like this, like you breathe the extra one in after you get all the way to the top. That one is very effective. It works very fast too. That one, like just from what I just did, I didn't even do it the right way. I already feel like a little bit more chill. So breathing is powerful. Find a technique that works best for you. Remember, you know your history, you know your body, you know what's going to work best for you. So that's breathing. The next one would be taking a break. Sometimes we feel obligated if we're, at work or if we're in the middle of a conversation, like we feel obligated to stay in that space. But if we're triggered, we need to take space. So we need to love us first, put us first, and say, you know what, I just give me a second, I need to take a breath. You don't have to explain yourself. That's enough right there. You really do not have to explain yourself, because once you take that break and you have time to feel your feelings and breathe, um, you'll feel better. The thing is, you have to feel your feelings. Sometimes we'll be like, I can't cry right now. This isn't the time to cry. You cry for like a few seconds and then you feel better and then you can go back to work. Like, I feel like we put so much weight on these things because they make us feel weak, and that's not true. They empower us. Our feelings empower us. The problem is when we don't feel them, then they have power over us. So we need to allow ourselves to feel them and let them flow through us and go and go, and we're good. So take a break. It's okay to take a break. It is okay to take a break. What I tell my kids, I learned this at my job, is we say I need space, and we go to our wherever we need to go to take space. We say I need space, and that's what we taught the kids in behavior therapy. I need space. So they communicate that they need space, that they need a break from whatever we're doing, and they take space. And then that's just how it is, because we all need that. I'm pretty sure there's people on the job or people in a meeting who may need that as well, but they don't have the courage to say that, because sometimes we get in these jobs or we get in these positions and we feel like, I just ate. We feel obligated to do what is asked of us. We feel obligated to act professional or to just be so dedicated to the job. But we have to be dedicated to us first so that we can do the job that we were hired to do efficiently. Love you first. Okay? Take a break. It's okay to take a break. The other thing is quick journal. So I just learned about, it's called bullet point journaling, which is something I probably should do because I be writing 4-page letters. That and I write quick poems. Quick poems really do help me too, though. Sometimes it don't even need to, it's a few lines. It don't even need to be a whole thing. But those little journals, you can just jot down how you're feeling. Like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. This happened. I'm feeling this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just real short and sweet. And it's just getting what you're feeling out of you so that you can start feeling a calm body. Because that's what it's about. It's a calm body. It's like I said, those triggers take us back to what happened to us, and we're not there anymore. So we're getting ourselves back grounded. We're getting ourselves present. Even if it's not a trigger, if you're overwhelmed, what's making you overwhelmed in that moment? It's usually anxiety. It's usually you stressed about something in the future or something that may not ever happen. Jot that down. I'm overwhelmed because of this. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a full sentence, if it's just like you jotting down, um, a name, like that person who made you, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to, it's whatever works for you. For me, I like to talk. Yeah, I know I like to talk. So I do an audio, but I can't always do an audio, right? Because there's other people around me. I don't need them to know what I'm talking about. So I'll do a quick poem, or I'll do a quick little type in my phone. I used to hate it, honestly. I'm really a pen and paper kind of girl. Um, but I've grown to accept it because it helps me so much to move through my feelings when I write. So even though I can't put that pen to that paper and feel that release, I still get a release from typing it on my phone. And it feels like, when you were typing to vent on Facebook, it's like that, but you're not broadcasting it to the world. You're broadcasting it to yourself. So then later on, you can go revisit that and see what triggered you or see what made you overwhelmed. What was the cause that took you out of your calm body into this, you know? So it's good for that. This tool is good because it can also help you reflect. So then next time you know what's going to trigger you and how to move through it, how to have a calm body. What is it connected to? Why did it take you to those heights? So this tool is really good for that, for the healing process, for the reflection, for the elevation. Okay, so let's move to the next one. This actually might be shorter than I thought it was going to be. Okay, anyways, aromatherapy. Y'all know I love aromatherapy so much. From the incense to the sage to the essential oils, honey, I love it. Okay. So let's start with essential oils. I'm obsessed with essential oils. I usually have some all around me. I actually do have some in here. I can show you the ones that I use, that I keep in my makeup bag because I use them some. Oh my God, my bag smells like them. Because they relax me so much. This combination, and this one, it doesn't have to be like I've used orange. This one's clementine. I've used tangerine. I think I have tangerine in here too. Tangerine is more sweet and the orange is more sweet. But so I used them, the orange, any one in the orange family, with spearmint and clary sage. Oh, it's like so relaxing. When I first, at first I used sage. When I first got these, I used sage by itself. I put it right here. I was instantly relaxed. Like, I felt so weird because I was like, my body didn't catch up to what my mood was. It was so weird, but now I have a good little balance. Like I said, I use all three of them. I use coconut oil as a carrier oil. But yeah, these are really good, and this brand is very potent. It's very clean, very natural, very pure. So these are my. Whoop, I can't show them to you like that. Yeah, they twisted. But yeah, these are my lovelies. I have so many essential oils. I carry them with me everywhere. doTERRA is the brand to get, honey. I'll try to put that link in there. What else do I have in here? It's another one. Oh, this is Motivate. This one is good too. I bring this one with me because when I go to SAC, when I go to my modeling stuff. But aromatherapy. So the good thing about oils is, one, damn, I don't know what was trying to happen. Let me drink some water. What the hell? One, I think it's because I smelt that. I don't know what happened. I don't know what that was. So one, I use them. I don't wear perfume. I'm all natural gal. So I put the oil on my skin. I put the oils, and then I'll put the coconut oil on, and then I'll put those oils on, and I put them, in the pressure points, and all over here, and it relaxes me. The other good thing about these oils, because they are pure, I can put them in my hair. Like when I have the braids, I put them. I put them in the braids, okay? I put them all in there. Because I can smell it more when I have the braids than when I have my puff. So I don't do it that often with my puff because I can't smell it that much. I might put it like here though, because I'll be able to smell it. The other good thing is bracelets. I don't have the one on, but you can get your crystal bracelets with lava beads right here, and you put the 3 drops. You put 3 drops in the lava beads, and then you can smell that. I believe they even have necklaces now that you can do that with. If you're okay with it, like you can create a spray, you dilute it with water, and you put the essential oils in there, and you can spray that on your clothes. So you have that aromatherapy. There's so many ways to get aromatherapy. I've even seen people carry sage and Palo Santo sticks. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but they carry those with them, and they burn them, and both of those instantly relax me, like instantly. The other good thing too about the oils is when you put them on your skin and then you go like this. Oh my gosh, like that is so powerful. Just do it and then tell me how you think. Tell me how you feel, okay? So very, very helpful. Aromatherapy is more powerful than it seems, but you have to use the right oils. Um, there are certain oils that are good for certain things. Certain oils are going to give you energy. Certain oils are going to calm you down. Certain oils are going to boost your mood. So it's very important that you're using the right oils. The oils that I have, so orange and peppermint are energizing, right? But when I mix the orange with the spearmint and the sage, it's more calming. Very, very calming. I'ma just say that. So it's good to do your own research. It's also good to do your own research so you know what works for your body and your skin. Because I know some people, they can't handle orange. Orange is not for them. Some people, peppermint is too strong. So it's good to know your body. It's good to know what your skin is sensitive to. So that's another way you can get to know yourself, darling. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is humming. Yeah. I was like surprised but not surprised. So when I was in labor with my son, I hummed through the pain. I didn't get any pain medicine or anything like that. And I just did, it was just natural for me, but it helped me through the pain. Then when I started therapy and I started looking up ways to activate the vagus nerve, the fight or flight nerve, that's one of them. Humming, singing, gargling, all of that it stimulates the nerve right there, and it helps you to calm down. Now singing, we can't just bust out singing or bust out gargling wherever we're at, but you can hum. You can hum. And if it helps too, if you have a song that really connects with your self-love, and hum that. I remember I used to do, actually I just thought about that. I used to do that in church. If I would go to church, or if I was at school and I was feeling some type of way and I didn't know why I was feeling that way, but I know I needed to move out of that mood, there was a gospel song that I used to hum, and it helped me. It really did. And I just thought, I didn't even realize that. I've been doing this for years, y'all. No, but it does. It's very helpful. I think I didn't connect the humming because I was using the song. For me, music is so powerful for me, so healing for me. It just reaches me on so many levels that in my mind at the time I was thinking it was the music that was moving me out, but it was probably the combination of the two, the music and the humming. But try it. Humming can help you. It's just like you feel good when you sing. Like when we sing in the shower and we going in and we just letting ourselves be free, and we don't care if we sound good or not. Some of us, because sometimes I'd be like, girl, you didn't do that right. But anyway, um, that it's healing. It is. It helps you. It stimulates certain hormones within you that make you happy. So try it. Try it, try it, try it. Affirmations are so major for me. That's the next one is affirmations. I recently had to go take my permit for driving. Oh my God, I feel like I'm getting emotional. I had to take my permit, and the line was long. Of course, it's DMV. And so the longer I waited, the more emotional I became, because I know that it's beyond past the time for me to take this next step and get my driver's license. And I just could feel the anxiety rushing me and trying to keep me and trying to hinder me from moving forward. And so I had to start I started saying them in my head, I'm stronger than my anxiety. I am in control. That's the biggest thing the biggest fear I have around driving is not being in control, losing my life because someone, was driving crazy, or I did the wrong thing, or whatever. And so I am in control, um, I am strong, I am capable, I am resilient, I can do this. I had to keep saying that, but I was still overwhelmed and getting emotional. So I had to start typing it. So I was typing it in my notes. So that's a combination right there. But I started typing it until and typing it and typing it and breathing and typing it and being out. I was outside. It was a nice windy day. The wind was, helping me too. Like just, being in nature, the wind and the sun, they really do help me, be present. It helps me be present. It grounds me. And so I had to keep going, and I did get my permit. I have not got my driver's license yet, but I did get my permit, and I'm very proud of myself. And so I know I'm going to have to continue to use those tools. I'm going to have to continue to use those affirmations. I actually might make an audio so that I can play it in the car when I'm driving, because it's an anxiety, it's a fear of mine. My mom had the anxiety, and I feel like that was passed on to me. And then I was in a relationship with someone who drove crazy. um, and so then that was passed on, and then I had kids, and I'm telling y'all, once y'all have kids, y'all little bitty anxieties grow so much, because you're not just responsible for you. Now you're responsible for two other human beings. So man, so it was a lot for me. It was a lot, and I'm telling you, I was getting emotional, but those affirmations helped me to push through and to take the test. I failed it the first time. Then I needed the affirmations to push me through to keep going. I said, Deshay, this. Let's do this. I am fully capable. I am fully capable. I have the knowledge. I am intelligent. I had to feed myself those affirmations. That positive self-talk is going to move you further than you've ever been. It really will. And it starts with affirmations. It really does. Because negative self-talk, that negative minds, that it really eats away at so much. But when you start doing the affirmations, the positive self-talk comes naturally, and before you know it, you speaking yourself right through all them doors you've been trying to get through. So I encourage you so much to tap into, damn it, I hope that it messed with my audio. I encourage you to tap, 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 tap into affirmations, um, and let them heal you. Because, like I said, it's not so much just the affirmation, it's the fact that you are speaking life into yourself. It's the fact that you are encouraging yourself. You are speaking out against all this negative stuff that's coming to you. That's what it's all about. Let me stop this because I want to make sure the audio is there. I don't want to keep going and talking and then the audio is not even here. So let me stop and come back, and we'll keep talking about these affirmations for a little bit while longer. Okay, loves. It didn't mess with my audio, but I had to make sure because I was about to go in on these affirmations. But yes, so they help in so many ways, and you can start small. I can put some in the description, but I do post them daily on my Patreon. I do sporadically do it on social media if I feel it, like if it feels me I do it on Facebook, sometimes Threads, but the hub is Patreon. They're all on there. I post one a day, but then if I feel something if there's a message that I need myself, I will post it on there as well, because maybe I'm not the only one who needs it, you know? Um, and so that's what I do. So try the affirmations. I have had a little bit of feedback about people who don't like them, but I encourage you to try again. Maybe you need a different affirmation. Maybe you need one that's more specific and not generic. Some are, like I said, I am worthy. That's pretty basic. But when I had to take it to I am worthy of success, I am worthy of love, it meant more to me, because that's one thing that my trauma told me that I wasn't worthy of, right? I'm not worthy of love. They didn't care about you. They didn't protect you. You know what I mean? I'm not worthy of success. You're getting triggered left and right every time you try to pursue this thing. That doesn't mean that I'm not worthy of it, though. That does not mean that I'm not worthy of my dreams, you know? And so when you make them more specific and they come from you, like you hear yourself saying it to yourself, it's like a confirmation that you never knew you needed, because you are speaking positively, you are speaking life to yourself. And that is something that we need, because we have so many other people's voices in our ears. So many, social media, friends and family, significant others, old insecurities, trauma, all of these voices are in our ears. We need to be in our ears. We need to be in our ears. So I encourage you gently, gently to tap into those affirmations. If you need a specific one, I'm telling you, I'll find a specific one for you. Hit me up on Patreon in the little chats, because that's what I do on there. For sure, a specific one. Find a specific one, and it'll help you for sure. The last one is really cute. It's doodling. I wonder if I can show you. I make like little doodles, like and they start off small and they end up being big old collages, but that's something you can kind of do anywhere. But they help me sometimes. Like, I'm trying to find the ones that are like more specific to me, but sometimes they I don't know, like it's just something about the friction of like you writing on paper. I made one for my year 30, just like as a reminder of, you know, it's just like little doodles. It's not even like, I don't want to say it's not art, but it's just like it started off something small, like me just writing, something small, and then it grew into a collage. But you can do on like, when I first started doing it, I started doing it in high school, and I would doodle like just in the margin of my paper, and it would kind of like move me through whatever I was feeling. Um, and then it would just end up being the side. And then, like, if I was really feeling bad, I would have a separate piece of paper next to my notes, and I would doodle like the whole sheet like this. But it would be like words that push me through. Okay, sorry, y'all. I had some technical difficulties. I'm back now. I'm better. I'm probably going to edit that out, but whatever. We'll see. Y'all know I don't like to edit. Okay, so doodling is very helpful, just to release. I like to doodle around quotes that help me, or around lyrics that help me. And so that is it. Because I'm afraid I'm having some more technical difficulties. I think the video is about 30 minutes long anyways, so we good. Just remember to tap into what works best for you. What works for me may not work for you, but something, one of the things on the list should work for you. Again, I will put Char's information in the description. I also do chats on Patreon about, I don't want to say little things, because I can talk about some deep stuff. I've been through a lot of things. It's just a matter of how comfortable you are with communicating with me through that way. Sometimes it's easier to communicate with a stranger, Even though she's pretty raw herself on social media, so you'll get to know her as well. She's says what she wants, so you can find her that way. But you have two very good options. You also have all the coping skills that were presented today, and I'm going to make another video. This was just stuff that I feel like you can take on the go with you. And I have an affirmation hub on Patreon, so you can tap into that too, and then reach out to me if you want something more specific, because they're so helpful. Just remember that you are worthy always, and that you everything you need comes from within. It all comes from within, and you got this. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. Let's get it. Let's have a great week, y'all. All right. Bye.